Hey guys, Allie here. I don't think I've said that in all my videos. I'll try to remember to say my name just so people know who I am. Anyway, so another thing that's changed since I turned 50 this year that I started doing that has really been helpful in bringing like a sense of peace and freedom. So almost my whole life, like most of this has been, I always had desires to have my life look a certain way. And if it didn't look that way, then I would get very frustrated and irritated and dissatisfied and be very angry about where I was in the present if the present didn't look like what I thought my life should look like. This doesn't mean that I don't want to, like I've said in other videos, experience certain things and have different things manifest into my life. I totally want that. The key is if my life didn't look like how I thought it should look or wanted it to look right in the present, then I resented everything in the present. And I couldn't find any joy in the present either because I was thinking it should and wanted it to look a different way. So I thought I couldn't be happy until this is what my life looks like, or this is what I have, or this is who I am. And again, more suffering. I was just completely suffering all the time when I was in that state. So now I have desires and visions of what I want to experience and manifest and accomplish in my life. And those are there. And I'm open and working towards those or becoming inspired by different actions that I should take in the present moment to experience those things. But where I am right now, even if it's not the ultimate place I want to be or how I wanted or think my life should look like, I'm okay with it. I have actually started becoming very present with what is right now. And the job that I'm doing, I used to resent more because I wanted another job. I wanted more remoteness. I wanted it to look a different way. But as I did that, as I kept focusing on that, I just continued to suffer with what was in the present. And when you continue to fight and resist what is, typically you hold that in place. That's a very low vibration. So as you start to move into the place of acceptance and presence and openness, things can shift for you. But also another bonus is you start to feel good and you start to enjoy the present. You start to find joy, contentment, fulfillment in the way life is, even if it is exactly how maybe your mind thinks it should look. And things will change. They will reflect your inner state as you continue to stay present and at peace with what is. That's the thing. I was always fighting what was because I thought it should look different. I thought it should be different. And all that did was cause a bunch of suffering for myself. And so finally, it's like a light went on. It's like, I'm so tired of suffering and creating my own suffering by resenting and being upset with what is. I can enjoy things and I can be present and I can be grateful with what is exactly right now, even if it's not my ultimate way I want things to look. That will come. I'm not worried about that. But in the meantime, I don't want to suffer. I want to experience and enjoy my life just how it is. And in that knowing, I know things that I want to experience and things that I want to show up will come in. They will come in on their own accord. But in the meantime, I'm going to enjoy my life as it is. And that's such a peaceful place to be, finally, instead of just resenting everything. I'm just moving away from things that are causing me to suffer and moving on and into things that bring me peace and joy and freedom and contentment and fulfillment. That's where I want to be, regardless of what anything looks like. That's where I want to be within. And then as you start to inhabit that state within, your external reality will start to reflect that back to you more and more. So that's just my thought for today, guys. I hope you have a good one. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.